Hello, my name is Christina Swanston, and today I'll be presenting to you my boards for the Powerpuff Girls. So we start off in the city of Townsville. The Powerpuff Girls enter, and they're just talking while flying over the city, until something comes flying up and hits Buttercup in the face. She grabs it off and realizes, oh, it's $1. Bubbles and Blossom, they had stopped as well to see what was happening, and after they start questioning the dollar bill as well, they all look down to notice that there's money flying from a building below. Buttercup already realizes that it looks like a bank robbery. We'd better get down there. They all zoom right down to the ground, and we get a shot of our bank. It zooms out, and we notice our girls all slamming into the ground with a great amount of force. We cut to the door, and it flies open. Our bad bug girls have entered the scene. The Powerpuff Girls seem worried and preparing to fight. Blossom even saying, "Those imposters are stealing." They smile, they smirk, they taunt, and they are ready for battle. Blossom's evil counterpart even saying, "That's right, and you'll never stop us." This very much upsets our already spunky girl Buttercup, and she goes flying off towards them, trying to land a first punch. She flies up to them, and they all look at each other like, and then they start to laugh. Buttercup's evil counterpart flies down to meet her and swings her tail, slamming it into Buttercup's head. Buttercup passes out immediately and starts flying towards the ground, back where her sisters are at. She hits the ground with quite some force and is passed out at their feet. Blossom seems very upset and fearful from this until she realizes exactly what to do. She needs to go fight. So she looks at them with a glare, and her and Bubbles take off. The other two counterparts smile and smirk at them still, and they take off to meet them as well. They fly towards each other, and at first we get a view of Blossom about to fight her evil counterpart. Both of them seem ready to rear up for a punch, but that's not the case. Blossom's evil counterpart grabs Blossom's bow and swings her away with a great amount of force. Blossom, not being one to give up that easily, though, sends her ice breath hurling towards the evil counterpart, freezing their wings temporarily. While that's happening, we get a closer view of what's happening with Bubbles. She immediately goes in with a supersonic scream, seeing what just happened to Blossom. Bubbles' evil counterpart is still toying with her, though. As her wings start to flap, they produce a generous amount of force and wind, causing the scream's sound waves to fly right back at Bubbles. At first, she tries to escape, but they're coming too fast, and once they hit her, the sound waves dissipate and Bubbles gets knocked back. Then we cut to see what happened to Blossom. She got knocked into a building pretty hard, and while she is hurt, she's still not giving up, so she takes off. And then we notice Bubbles knocked into what seems to be the bank stairs. She's also hurt, but the fight's not over, so she takes off as well. Bubbles' evil counterpart goes to grab her sister, and luckily for them, her wings has started to melt a bit, so they both take off. They all meet up, seemingly already knowing where everyone else is, and they charge. They're in a standoff for a little bit until Buttercup's evil counterpart yells, "Stop there, or your precious sister gets it." And then we see what exactly is happening. The evil counterpart of Buttercup holds the real Buttercup tied over a bridge that's seemingly forever over the ground. And that's where we end. Thank you for listening.